Shalom, shalom. Hold on 1 second, Israel. I know my phone right here. I gotta put the mic on it. Make sure y'all can hear me. Hello, check mic 1 2 1 2. Check mic 1 2. So y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Lord willing, this video can be edifying. Lord willing, this video is edifying. First and foremost, before I get anything started, please forgive me if you hear sounds in the background. I ain't gonna be able to control that. But other than that, I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkodash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ, right? And of course, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders and great millstone, hope and rule of wealth of the spirit, bring forth 100% of most high doctrine to the best of their ability. And of course, to the men underneath them that's teaching his word and believing his word diligently day in and day out, right? And for the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad 4 corners of the earth, that's in different congregations and out congregations, that's teaching his word and believing in his word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to have it on your spirit to endure. Lord willing, one day we will all be singing the same song. And for the wives and the single sisters that's in this ministry, Lord willing, the Lord can continue to have you believing in his word, working on being a virtuous, loving, silent wife, right? And to play your role, right? Lord willing. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith, right? So this title is, of course, y'all see the title. It says, the prophets warned you, we are under a evil system ran by wicked rulers. Say it again. It says, the prophets warned you, we are under a evil system ran by wicked rulers, right? So Lord willing, offer these few videos, these few video clips I'm going to show. And then on YouTube, I have some articles that I'm going to put on the screen. And like I said, you got the YouTube channel, Adar Gabar. If you want to actually see the screen, I'm going to write it in the comment section. I'm putting the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is going to be pinned at the bottom, right? So the first video I'm going to show, this is a sister basically paraphrasing Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 16, 17.
Now, it's not going to be a curfew because there's no reason for you to come outside because there's no electricity. It's not like you can go to work now.
And this is from Almawan Gabar, from Great Millstone, one of the elders in New York City. And this is from his live. So I took a few of his clips of the video. I couldn't find the video of the lady, but I got the clip of the lady. Wait, that's not it.
It's not going to be a curfew because there's no reason for you to come outside because there's no electricity. It's not like you can go to work now. It's not like you can go to the stores because there's no electricity. So it is going to be a very intense lockdown. And the reason why I'm making this video now, because when they enforce this lockdown, I don't want y'all to be in fear or worried about what is going on outside, because what is going on outside is that the reason why they are going to have an intense lockdown is because while the grid is out, they are going to be setting up these stores and these corporations and these businesses for the mark. So when everything do come back on and we go back outside, it's going to be a whole new way of living. If these stores is going to be transformed. So
Yeah, come on, move back.
Inside of our houses, I want y'all to get your soul right, get your heart and get your spirit and your conscience right with our true creator. Don't worry about what's going on outside. Don't worry about your job. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about what they could be doing, what they might be doing. Don't even worry about what's going on outside. I want y'all to just get your house right. When they put us on the strict lockdown, I want us to get our house right. And what I mean by house, I mean get your soul right. Get your spirit right. Get your conscience right. Get your heart right. So that case, whatever happens, once you walk out that door, it really don't matter because you got your house right without your creator. Because when this power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down. See, when the power grid shut down, it's going to get your soul right. Get your heart and get your spirit and your conscience right without your creator. Don't worry about what's going on outside. Don't worry about your job. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about what they could be doing, what they might be doing. Don't even worry about what's going on outside. I want y'all to just get your house right. When they put us on the strict lockdown, I want us to get our house right. And what I mean by house, I mean get your soul right, get your spirit right, get your conscience right, get your heart right. So that case, whatever happens, once you walk out that door, it really don't matter because you got your house right without your creator. Because when this power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down. See, when the power grid shut down, it's going to get your soul right. Get your heart and get your spirit and your conscience right.
It's like...
Now, it's not going to shut down. See, when the power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down the moon and the sun and the stars. We are still going to have daylight. It's just that the power is going to be off. There will be no Wi-Fi. There will be no electricity. It is going to be none of that. But we're still going to have daylight. We're still going to have all of these things. And for the people that is running off of the solar, they're going to cover up the sun. Because you got a lot of these businesses and houses that is now working off of solar. This is another reason why they is covering the sun, because you got a lot of houses and businesses that doesn't work off electricity alone. They use the sun to basically give them electricity. So this is another reason why they're blocking the sun. If they now, it's not going to shut down.
Oh shoot! Hold on, y'all. I gotta get to another video. 1, 2. Okay, the power gonna get cut off. This one is where you take the mark. There's different segments of the video.
Your heart ready, your soul ready. Worry about getting your family ready. So whatever happens, once this electricity comes back on, you are right without your creator. And we is coming up into a beautiful, scary, but yet intense moment. Because right now, we're about to make that ultimate choice. When this power grid go down and it comes back up, we're about to make the ultimate choice. And this ultimate choice is going to cost us our souls. Because you are going to have to choose. Is you going to take this mark and do what you have to do to live on this earth so that you can be able to eat and work and take care of your family? Or you're not going to take this mark because you know what this mark is. Your heart ready, your soul ready. Worry about getting your...
That's the last one.
I'm pretty sure all of y'all know that the mark of the beast is here. And it's about to be enforced. It's up to you to take this mark. It's up to you to allow yourself to be be in fear to take this mark. But believe me, the devil is not going to force you to do it. He may give you some choices that's going to be bizarre, but he can't make you take this mark. You have to want to do it. He might tell you, well, look, if you don't take this mark, you won't be able to eat. You won't be able to work. You won't be able to do nothing. You won't be able to do that. He's going to do that to you because that's his way of putting you in fear to take the mark. But just because he gives you these alternatives, it doesn't mean that you still have to do it. It just means that you was in fear. I'm pretty sure all of y'all know that the mark.
Oh, there we go. You know, this what a lot of people might not believe is which is going to come. This mark. A lot of you people that hold on to money, you thinking about this glam life. I'm about to be traveling and all of this, man. I wish you the best of luck, man. All you people that don't take this truth serious, or when you had somebody trying to tell you about this ministry and then you just kept it moving. Look, I do not pray for all Black Latinos and natives, man. I pray for the hopeful elect, whoever they may be, the one third and 144,000. That one third that goes into the great multitude, right? I'm not praying for everybody. So if you don't care about this truth, I do not care whatever you do, wish you the best of luck, right? Because we're under a evil system. You have a lot of men and women they be bullshitting. Some women just think, oh, I'm just an Israelite. That's all you got to do, right? They ain't watching videos. Some of them watch a video for 1 minute. Oh, man, we at the beach. Man, you better get it while you can. It's better that you know what's about to happen instead of just ignoring and just doing what you want, right? So before I even tap into the precepts, I'm going to go into these few articles that I came across, right? And I'll flip my screen right here for Facebook. Turn this damn flashlight off, right? All right. So if you look at the screen, hold on, I'm trying to make the screen bigger for y'all. So this is a news article that's on the End Times headlines. You can see the website right here at the top. You could go to it or you could download the app. I'm waiting for I got a lot going on, so the screen gonna load slow. It says here are 8 signs of the control agenda of the globalists is rapidly moving forward. So instead of me, I'm going to read this part, then we'll go to the 8 of them, 7 or 8 of them, right? It says, the future is here, and if you enjoy being dominated by control freaks, you are going to love it. Digital identification is one of the primary areas the globalists are focusing on right now. And as you will see below, the rational changes that are now being proposed are extremely scary, right? So what's the first one? So the first one, I'm going to just read the titles of them. It says, Stein will mandate that all member states offer a digital identity wallet to all of their citizens and businesses. 2, it says a system of digital fingerprints for Americans has suddenly become Barack Obama's biggest issue, which that is probably the 3rd article I'm gonna pull up. The website is right here. End Time headlines. You can get the app too. The app is in the App Store, right? So that's 2, and it gives you all the news that they don't put on TV, right? They showing you news that they don't even put on TV. It says the 3rd one, NU policy brief that you can find right there is proposing a global system of digital identification that is linked to our bank accounts. Shalom, Yahweh, Yahweh, Shai, Thumb. right? Verse 4, I mean, not verse 4. The fourth one, it says the World Health Organization has adopted the European Union system of digital COVID-19, the COVE certification, and plans to transform it into a global system. The fifth, federal agencies in the United States have been purchasing massive amount of information about the U.S. citizens from data brokers. And we are being warned that such information could potentially be used for blackmail, stalking, harassment, and public shaming. The sixth warning, it has been revealed that the Pentagon has been using very creepy online tools in order to covertly track, locate, and identify anyone expressing dissent uh, or even dissatisfaction with the actions of the U.S. military and its leadership. Let's see if they give us. See, look, they said it's 8 of them. They say it's 8 of them, but we only see 6. Wow, they only gave us 6. Dang. Okay. So now just to make sure y'all seen it, the title, here are 8, but it's really 6 signs the control agenda of globalists is rapidly moving forward. It's okay if you don't accept it. It's fine. I can't force you to. I can't force you, right? So the next one, if my screen loads, it says they want to implement a global system of digital identification for all that would be connected to our banks. It says it doesn't take a genius to figure out where this could be headed. For a moment, I would like for you to imagine a rather chilling fictional scenario. Not too, not Salaki, not too far in the future, all global citizens are required to possess proper identical digital identification. I said dental digital identification, or else they will not be permitted to access the new global digital financial system. The lady that we just watched, she just said that when they do a little blackout, when it's like when it becomes dark, right? Like internet, everything gonna shut down. Uh they're gonna make this system. They're doing it now, but just like how they do um government shutdown, when they shut everything of the government, this is what they're gonna actually, soon as they turn everything back on, like the lady said, is this like the purge. They're gonna usher in a new system. Central banks all over the globe have rolled out their new central bank digital currency. But in order to use those currencies, you must prove that you are who you say you are. And the only way to do that is with the new global system of digital identification that has been introduced. For you to think that the mark cannot be physical and you just think it's sin, you wildin'. The image, the philosophy is spiritual. That is spiritual. But when you talk about this charagma that nobody wants to accept, it's physical. It's right in your face. When you just deal with the charagma, that's just you just dealing with technology. Obama wants digital fingerprints to counter misinformation. And I remember he said this back then. It says former President Barack Obama suggested in a new interview the development of digital fingerprints to combat misinformation and distinguish between true and misleading news for consumers. Obama sat down with his former White House senior advisor, David Axelrod, for a conversation on the Letters podcast, The X Files on CNN Audio. During the interview, I'm going to call him Axelrod, noted he's seen misinformation, disinformation, and deep fake targeting Obama, right? And it says, as I've told people, because I was the first digital president when I left office, I was probably the most recorded. filmed, photographed human in history, which is kind of a weird thing. Responded Obama, but just the odds are that I was. As a consequence, there's a lot of raw material there, right? Now, the craziest thing I would want to show y'all, but I deleted the app. I had a um I had a AI app, and you can ask the AI any question. And I asked the AI about the mark of the beast or Revelations 13, and it basically said this would be a microchip that would be put either in the forehead or in the right hand. And you can find this in Revelation 13, chapter 13, verse 16. This is what it said. And if I find the app, let me see if I can find the app, and I can show y'all right now. I'll show you the app. I don't know if it's going to download in time. Um, is this it? I think this is it. Oh, no, this is it. It say chat with Ask AI. I'm going to show right here the app that you see I'm putting close on the screen. This app right here. The app right here. This app right here. Right? And you can just download this app. You can download this app and ask it whatever you desire. I'm gonna send this to some of my brothers. If you want the app and you on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, just comment and I don't know if I can send it to YouTube, but for anybody that's on, my other social medias, you can inbox me and I will send you the app or the picture of the app, and you can try to go download it and go do what you do. Right. So see what we just brought out, right? Please send it to me. Yeah, just hold on. I'll send you the picture right now. Let me see. Okay, it's Miss Manhattan, right? So I'm gonna send you the picture, and all you gotta do is just look it up. Look it up. It say chat with Ask AI. That is the app name. I'm gonna type it on the YouTube comment section. It says the app is called Chat with Ask AI. So if you're watching this YouTube now or later, the app is at the is loading right now. Okay, it's in the comment sections right now on the YouTube. I just send it to your messenger. So Lord willing, you get it. So the first verse I'm gonna bring out is Psalms 140, verse 11 and 12. Same verse that we brought out at camp. It says, let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him. Right? And this is why we're supposed to be out here teaching, thus saith the Lord. It says, I know that Yahweh Shema Shai will maintain the cause of the afflicted. Right? He's gonna help the afflicted in the right of the poor. Surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name, which is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the Most High God, Ba'ashem in the name of Yahushai, who the world in called Jesus the Christ. The upright shall dwell in thy presence, right? And you want to be of that number, right? You want to desire that number, just like the lady said. Get your house in order. Get your life in order with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, with the Most High, so that He can order you to make the right decision. Right? They can't force you. Yes, they're gonna say it's mandate, but you have to make the choice to say, you know what, I'm about to take this. Right now, if you make the choice, I'm not gonna lie, you brutish, and that's what you get. That's what you deserve. right? Let me make sure. This is, where is that? Oh, that's not it. Right. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Right. Hey, and if you don't believe it, hey, that's you. I still wish that the Lord help you to make the right decision. Because if you don't, it's over. It's like literally over. Right. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I send this to some brothers and some sisters. Right. So now, Galatians 1:4. It says, "Who gave himself for our sins that he might deliver us from this present evil world, according to the will of the Most High and our Father." Right? This is an evil world that we need a deliverer. Right? The Lord set up Hamashiach Yahushua to be our deliverer, man, and we need him forevermore, man, to take us out of this wicked establishment. Right? Let's go to Proverbs 16. Verse 12 to 13. It says, "It is abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness," right? So righteousness is supposed to be really in authority, right? But abominations to kings, it is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness. In this place, being committing a wickedness from this time all the way before it started, let alone the kingdom before that, the kingdom before that, the kingdom before that, right? It says, "Righteous lips are the delight of kings, which these wicked rulers do not have, and they love him that speaketh right," right? And that's why when you go to Proverbs 29, verse 2, right? People are going to love when the righteous are in authority. People are going to love the righteous king, which is going to be Hamashiach Yahushua. And under him, the apostles, which and the government, which is the 144,000. Proverbs 29:2, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." There's going to be a lot of people ain't going to know what to do. Just like when the damn Cove came, just like when they was doing the Black Lives Matter riot, right? People stored. It was a whole lot of things going on. Let's see. The brother said, Proverbs 27:12. It says, "A prudent man, a wise man, foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." Right? How do you hide yourself? Putting yourself in the pavilion of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hiding, right? Hiding in his bosom, hiding in his wings. And every time you seek the Lord's face, you are hiding yourself from the wicked that be in the world. I mean, if you sincere for the Lord, right? That was a beautiful precept, King. That was beautiful. Hey, that was beautiful. I'm trying to, man, that was a beautiful precept. This is Proverbs 12:3. It says, "A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved." Right? And guess what? The videos I showed earlier, right? Let's show it. Let's show one of them one more time. Let's see. Right here.
I'm pretty sure all of y'all know that the mark of the beast is here, and it's about to be enforced. It's up to you to take this mark. It's up to you to allow yourself to be in fear to take this mark. But believe me, the devil is not going to force you to do it. He may give you some choices that's going to be bizarre, but he can't make you take this mark. You have to want to do it. He might tell you, well, look, if you don't take this mark, you won't be able to eat. You won't be able to work. You won't be able to do nothing. You won't be able to do that. He's going to do that to you because that's his way of putting you in fear to take the mark. But just because he gives you these alternatives, it doesn't mean that you still have to do it. It just means that you was in fear.
Right?
I'm pretty sure all
Hey,
of y'all
Hey, and if just like Proverbs 12 and 1, whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, right? But he that hateth reproof is brutish. So if you hate anything that I'm saying, I'm trying to Lord willing giving you the information before this happened. That's what prophecy is. You're predicting the future, right? Let me just get this side precept, which is First Corinthians the 15th chapter. Like, y'all want me to be a magician and just let it pop up and say, hey, yeah, this is what's gonna happen. It's not gonna work like that, right? We gotta speak these things because the Lord said that these things is gonna happen, right? And so we have to teach it until it happens. Then it's going to be fulfilled, and people are going to be like, wow, that was a real prophet, right? That was a real messenger. This is First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye stand fast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh Shem Shai, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh Shem Shai. And that means you got to keep your pivot where it needs to be, in the bosom of Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? It don't matter if people, man, this nigga's a fool. He keep bringing out the word every day. He keep teaching. Nigga, I want to get out of here. Right? Let alone, I would be a fool if I'm going to tell you it's no wicked enemy ruling the earth. I would be a fool if I don't tell you and I know these things. Let's get this one precept. I didn't want to bring this out. I really didn't. I really did not want to bring it out. So forgive me. This is Hebrews chapter 5, verse 14. Because there'd be a lot of people saying, I don't need no teacher. I can learn for myself. Okay. Was it? Hold on, I gotta go to my handy dandy clip. Where was it? Okay. That's what I was looking for. Hebrews 5 and 12. It says, for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principle of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. So it's a lot of our brothers and sisters that might not need the strong meat right now because they don't even know the milk, right? Then when you get into milk, eventually you're going to need somebody to guide you and teach you the meat, right? And this is the principle of the oracles of God. Seek a teacher, right? Ye have need that one teach you again. You can't teach you if you still whitewashed in the development that you're in a land of the free, or you're in free time, you're in happiness, you can do what you want. No, we need teachers that's going to teach it raw, live, and direct. Always trying to get ready for a lesson. Never taking days off, because your enemy never take a day off, right? The devil has a short period of time. This is why he is making these devices. Hold on. The brothers got precepts. Right? Most sisters won't be sincere for this truth. Most brothers won't be sincere for this truth. Right? And what I mean, you're gonna have women that serious about doing a role, but then you're gonna have women that love to hear the ministry, taking these precepts and actually observing what they hear. They're not gonna get distracted, right? Some sisters, you're gonna ask them, hey, what did you get out of this? And they'll damn near give you damn near good points, the important points. You have some, oh damn, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to watch the video again. And then don't even never watch the video again. Through the spirit, we gotta really check ourselves, because I'm pointing it to the women, because just like Lot wife, she was coming with him, but then guess what? As soon as that she didn't believe that the Lord was going to make fire and brimstone, she turned around and looked back. Your wife might be doing everything, cooking, cleaning, and all this, somewhat reading a scripture that's on the wall. But then that time comes, she's gonna fold. Some of you men say, "How about Shem Yahushai?" Then this shit hit, and y'all gonna fold. I even send this to family members, and all I get is either a thumbs up. Real brothers, like if I hit up my brothers, we gonna talk about it. There's not a lot of people that I can show them the information in the news or articles or certain things. They're not going to believe it. They're not going to even want to talk about it. Just like the OG said last night to my brother when he was trying to teach him. It's like, man, bro, you too deep. You too deep for me. I don't want to hear that right now. What? If you don't want to hear the deep things, you're not going to want to hear the simple things, because the simple things is as deep as the deep things, right? It's a lot of people that fake the funk and they just say that they're an Israelite, and they not really taking these lessons, these deep things serious, right? This is Revelations 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the seal, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So this is why right now we're seeing that his kingdom is slowly falling. Yes, right? Everybody should be outside just happy. Yes, we should have a good time and play, but people should know what's about to happen. All these people, and even in your household, let's do this, let's go here. And nobody knows what the fuck is about to happen. Nobody is prepared. The lady said, get your house ready. Let me see. Yeah, let's hear this one again. I'm gonna show Facebook.
Houses. I want y'all to get your soul right. Get your heart and get your spirit and your conscience right with our true creator. Don't worry about what's going on outside. Don't worry about your job. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about what they could be doing, what they might be doing. Don't even worry about what's going on outside. I want y'all to just get your house right. When they put us on the strict lockdown, I want us to get our house right. And what I mean by house, I mean get your soul right. Get your spirit right. Get your conscience right. Get your heart right. So that in case whatever happens, once you walk out that door, it really don't matter, because you got your house right without your creator. Because when this power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down. See, when the power grid shut down, to get your soul right.
Brothers and sisters, we got to get right. Yeah, man, what? You so right. Only a few gonna get it. We don't know who the few is. We don't, man. You can see the many. You can see them, but you still don't know, right? But it's about crying aloud and speaking to your people. And the true worshipers of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to actually yield their ears and incline their ears. The real believers is going to call on the name of the Lord. The real believers is going to change the way they think, change the way they move, right? The real servers is going to actually be more humble, right? Whoever the elect is. You go to Matthew, the 7th chapter, 13, 14, you understand it's a broad way and a narrow way. The narrow way is difficult, but many are called to the narrow way, but only a few are going to actually do it. What's the name of this video? I'm not going to lie. I have the YouTube of the brother doing a lesson. He was actually showing the video off his phone. He didn't say where he got it from. If you really want the YouTube, actually, since you asked about it, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to bless you, sis. And I'm going to send you the clip. I'm going to send you the whole video. See that? I respect that. You actually asked. You know what? I just send that to your messenger right now. The messenger that I know. I sent you. I sent the video to you, sis.
I made a video, David.
I sent you the actual video, and I even sent the one that my wife sent me. So you got the video. You know, I'm sending them. If you ask for the video, I am sending it to you. If you don't ask, may the force be with you. I put that on grandmama's chicken. Right. Hold on 1 second, y'all. We about to get into them precepts again. Let's see if my phone will let me do this. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that later. We're gonna do that later, right? So we had Psalm 7 and 9. It says, "Oh, let the wicked of the wicked come to an end. Oh, let the wicked, oh, Salaki, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just, which is the righteous on this side. For the righteous power trieth the hearts and reigns." And that goes into Jeremiah the 17th chapter, verse 10, right? The Lord searches the heart and he tries the reins and give every man according to his ways, right? And this is why some men and some women are not going to increase in this thing. They're just going to be the same. They'll be in this truth for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and they're not growing. Yes, they might grow, but then they just stay at that one spot. You want to grow with your faith. You want to grow in your patience. You want to grow in being humble. You want to grow away from proud and a pride spirit, let alone a lazy spirit, right? Especially if you feel certain things that's happening in your life and you can't even remember a precept or a certain thing that you read to motivate you to whatever you're going through. The sister said, "I be trying to show my children these things as well as the Bible, because they don't listen. Only one child does. I have three." Hey, I'm the same way. If my kids don't take it serious, I'm going to talk about them. But hey, it still don't stop us from being a parent, right? As long as you showing, like if you dressing like a modest woman and your mindset like a modest woman, your daughters is not going to want to be modest, right? Especially if you are a mother and you not doing your due diligence reading and you want to play with your kids all the time. I don't play with my kids because I don't want them to look at me as a friend. The more you do the things of the world with your children think of the world in you, right? And you are a product of what you do. Let alone whatever you do, eventually your children become a product of your bullshit, right? So you always, if you could see a reflection in one child, guess what? In your household, you are putting the light in your household around your children. Even if your husband or a man or your wife you talking to, and she's not taking it serious, you are the light around her. So even if she's not a strong believer, she still accepts you. Keep doing what you have to do in this work, believing, preparing yourself. Then eventually, when this shit crack off, the spirit gonna hit them. Yo, mom or dad, wasn't you telling me this? And it's gonna hit them, and then they might become true believers. But you gotta work on yourself, because you might think you're a true believer, and all hell break loose. You can't get food. You didn't get food all day, and you can't sit still. Oh man, honey. And then you start cussing the Lord out, or you start losing faith. The Lord ain't doing nothing. You know what? This is the only animal I seen, a pig. I'm about to eat it. Guess what? The Lord probably strip you from this, right? And your husband might get beamed up, your ass don't. Your wife might get beamed up, your ass don't. Your family might get three of you out your family get beamed up, and the rest of y'all don't. Everybody is held accountable if they don't take this serious right now, right? If you ain't taking it serious now, you are held accountable through the Spirit. I'm gonna do it for you. May the force be with you, right? The sister said, "Exactly. I don't play with them either. But two are grown, so you know how that goes," right? Yeah, and guess what? You can't force nobody in this, right? They got to be willing, and the Lord has to be dwelling in them. The brother brought out Revelations 18 and 4, right? And you can take this scripture in two ways, but the main way is how I'm going to say it. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, 'Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.'" Now, one way you can perceive this is saying mentally, like some people might say physically come out of here. No, that's talking about mentally coming out of her. But on the real level, because when you go all the way to verse 18 and 19, it says this place is going to be destroyed in 60 minutes. So when you really look at this precept, it's really talking about you have to, throughout all these scriptures, get yourself right so that through the spirit, you get beamed out of here by a chariot, that you physically come out of here, and everything that get hit by this place, you're going to already be saved in the pavilion of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So it's really going into you getting beamed up, because when you go down to the 18th, 19th verse, you don't see it saying again, come out of her. So right in this verse, through the power of Yahweh, you better hope that the Lord sends Yahweh Shai to come beam you out of this place. And that's going to only be by you cleaving to the Lord. It's going to only be able if you yield to the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai and double in your faith. Our minds was to go astray, but now that we return, seek him 10 times more. Do it 10 times more, it might help you get out of here. You fast 10 times more, it might help you get up out of here. You pray 10 times more, it might help you get out of here. Prophesying 10 times more might help you get out of here. Being a true believer, always working on your faith, always working on being humble, it might help you get out of here, right? So, beautiful precept, King. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 28 in the NLT, it says, they are the worst kind of rebel, full of slander. They are as hard as bronze and iron. They led others into corruption, right? And hey, and that's how we have a lot of false teachers, right? You might have a father or a mother that's leading you in the wrong direction. And if you have a family member that's telling you ain't got to read, forget them scriptures, you keep trying to tell them, give them the truth, and they just keep wanting to do what they want to do, guess what? They're going to lead their whole household into a damn ditch. Hey, I'm just saying, me, this is why I do not, I'm not around, I'll be around people that don't believe in this truth, just to be the light. But I'm not about to always be around somebody that don't care about this ministry. They got questions, they bring up God, and then you trying to tell them, hey, no, this is what it really means. Oh, no, man, you can't force nobody. Oh, no. I just believe you just believe in them and just keep it moving. But what about prophecies? Oh, you don't got to worry about prophecies, nephew or son. Guess what? I'm not chilling around folks like that. I don't want to be around anybody that don't want to take the ministry of the Lord serious, man. Because then sometimes you become the company you're around, right? This is Amos chapter 5, verse 13 or 14. It says, therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time. The wise shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. And that goes into Amos 8, verse 11, where it's going to be a famine of the word. Yes, I can't wait for that. I don't want to teach no more. I can't wait for it. And I'm going to show y'all a video. If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, I got my mic, so you'll be able to hear it, right? Actually, let me just play this. It says, therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. Look, let me get this video, right? It's 1 minute.
Set in the heavens before or the earth. It's a cutoff point that the Lord set in the heavens before the foundation of the earth when it was created. There is a cutoff point where he's going to stop talking through us. And he's going to get busy. Them to come through the worst time in history, Jacob's trouble, some things got to happen for them to move that way. They know what time it is, man. They moving and we moving. They ain't stopping, we ain't going to stop. We going to see who's going to win at the end. It ain't going to be them.
Four angels around the corners of the earth, man. And what it say? To the seals of the power beasts, the seals of their foreheads. So the wind don't touch the earth. So once those seals are sealed, then the Lord gonna let that wind touch the earth.
And that's when we done talking. That's when we done talking. So don't be like, we can't go in the highways and byways no more. No, you should clap. That is a sign. That's called prophecy. Don't skip the prophecy now. We ain't supposed to be talking, but you want to talk forever? I don't. Come on now. I rule. Absolutely. I want the crown.
Forever. I do not want to be teaching forever. You know, I want to get out of here. The sister said, where we at? The sister said, my family be saying just because every time they call me, I'm watching videos or reading my Bible, I'm crazy. Guess what? We got to be crazy for the Lord. I forgot what it's in Corinthians. There's a few verses, but the Lord even made preaching foolish just to save us. You know what I'm saying? Without teachers, without preaching his word, we would have never made it. Let alone we got to be fools for Hamashiach's sake, right? So back to Amos 5:13, sis, that's good. You crazy. I'm crazy. Let's continue to be more crazy, because in the later end, a lot of our families, like if we are the hopeful elect, and if they do make it, they're gonna know, like, damn, this is why you was doing this. Then they're gonna really feel guilty. Let alone in second Ezra, the 16th chapter, it tells you our sins is gonna be our accusers. The Lord gonna hit you, and you're gonna remember your sins from time before that. So even your children, when Jacob, like around Jacob's trouble, you're gonna be afflicted with all your sins, right? So back again, it says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. So Yahweh Shema Shai, the power of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken. So we got to seek good. And exactly what you're doing says, seek good, because it's about to be a time where a lot of our family members is going to wish, they're going to regret that they didn't listen. Our family is going to regret that they did not listen, right? And we can't force our friends, your ex, Shalom King, Yabush Mashai Brakathum, right? I'm going to just read this precept in the NL McPeasy, the NLT. This is Psalms 10. You know, just like what this lady said, if y'all want the video, any brother that, you know, if you teach and you want that video that I was shown in the beginning, you can just inbox me and I'll send you the video. This lady is not bringing out scripture. She just said, yo, the mark of the beast. She know it's physical. She over here saying it's an implant. Like how? How she know? She didn't even say who she watched, right? And that's just the Lord using her as a vessel, right? So we're going to read Psalms chapter 10, verse 1-5 in the NLT. The brother said, that's a lot Yahweh Shemashai gave them. Right. It is a lot. Yo, when you really start teaching this truth, there's a lot on you teachers' plate. Right. This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 1-5. It says, oh Lord, why do you stand so far away? Why do you hide when I am in trouble? The wicked ignorantly hunt down the poor, which they're going to do. Let them be caught in the evil they plan for others. Guess what? These wicked rulers are going to be caught in their own devices. For they brag about their evil desires. They praise the greedy and curse Yahweh Shema Shai. The wicked are too proud to seek the Most High. They seem to think that the Most High is dead. Yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them. They sneer at all their enemies, right? They don't seek the Most High, right? They think he's dead, let alone these nations curse the Lord, right? And they're speaking on the downfall of his holy children, right? Let's go to Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2:12. The brother said it's really common sense, but sense not so common, right? Some of these things are just plain upon tables. If you can't get it, hey, that really might show how the Lord dealing with you. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity, right? You take this charagma, that's going to be wicked. This is wickedness, man, because it shows that you chose your enemy's power, your enemy's devices, your enemy thoughts, your enemy's comfort instead of the comfort of Yahweh Shem Shai. So all your family that reject you, shame on them, right? This is not a pity party. None of us know. Look, man, the elect in that day, man, it's gonna be beautiful when we find out who we is. Because when soon as this mark, the charagma really comes, when it's really a famine of the word, the elect is sealed. The shit just gonna unravel like a damn fruit roll up, right? The sister said, "What was the verse you just read?" That was Habakkuk 2:12. Habakkuk 2:12. It's Habakkuk 2:12. The brother put Psalms 2:1. It says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" Right? It's because when they first came out, they mother's Karuchi, they were already a damn demon, a damn devil. That's why scriptures say women birth monstrous children. The nation of Esau, monstrous children. Freaking Ishmael, he's a monster children. Actually, he was going to be hated by a lot of nations, right? Them African booty scratchers, they come out too. They got hands on the Lord's apple, the apple of their eye. Anybody that touched the apple of their eye, you're going to get the best spiritual spanking ever. Your mom and your dad never gave you. Oh, the verse before that, I brought out Psalms chapter 10, verse 1-5. And I brought it out in the NLT, right? The New Living Translation. Now I'm about to go to some history, right? And if you don't know this chapter or you don't know history, especially in the Maccabees, you might have to reevaluate yourself and go read it, right? And Lord willing, I can actually, let me see if this will let me go get I'll get a precept for it, because what I might read might go over some of y'all heads, right? But it's okay. The Lord allowed brothers to really be serious about this, that he paved the way for brothers to increase in this, right? And we brought out Hebrews 5:12, right? We all need a teacher, right? And if you're not receiving a teacher, how in God, human creation, how the hell you think you're gonna understand what the hell is going on if you want to be prideful and think, oh, I'm gonna learn this on my own? The Lord will close the door on your ass and you ain't gonna know what the heck is going on. Some brothers just think that they can just get in this thing and it just falls on their lap. No, you're gonna need a teacher that has some levels, some time, some history in this, right? So the first joint we're gonna bring out is Daniel chapter 8, verse 21-25. You got to read chapter 7 to know about chapter 8. You know what I'm saying? So Daniel chapter 8, verse 21, it says, "The rough goat is the king of Greece, the Grecians, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king," right? Which would be Alexander the Great, right? It says, "Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up before it." Actually, let me show that Alexander was the first king. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1. "And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Doris, king of Persia and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece." So now you see Alexander is the first king. It says, "Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up before it." First, it says, "and had been broken." So Alexander had been broken. So verse 2, it says at First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 2, "It made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, and so much that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. And after these things, he fell sick and perceived that he should die," right? So Alexander the Great, he grew and then he died, right? Because he got sick. They try to tell you a regular cold sick. He died of syphilis. He was a damn now and later. He wanted it now and later. He was a Fruit Loop. Back in this time, he would be a ranger. He was a ranger, a real ranger at that, right? The brother Mo Dezo, he said in Amos 3:3, it says, that is all of us. Can two walk together except they be agreed? The word put enmity those that believe and those that don't. But remember, when Christ say, when Hamashiach say, Matthew chapter 12, verse 48 to 50, but he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother, sister, and mother, right? And those are the true believers, right? Hey, you might be laboring with brothers, and if they got the understanding together, let alone they're doing the will of the Most High, that's your true family. Anybody outside this truth is not your family. The Lord just used them to create you. What they got, the other one is friends that stick closer than a brother, and your friend is not your blood, right? The Lord is dealing with who is the true followers of him, who is the true worshipers, right? My brother Azariah, he put it takes days and hours, much time before all that. It must be given you the Holy Spirit from Yahweh and Yahushai, right? And guess what? You know what that goes into? St. John 6:44. The Most High has to draw you to his son. If you're not drawn to Mashiach Yahushua, you ain't getting shit. Yeah, he said, look, the brother, you just took that out of my damn head. He said, most of your family that don't get in this truth, your father, your grandmother, guess what? They are character makers. They just, like when you were playing the game and you create a character, your mother, father, whoever don't make it, they just character creators. That's it. They're making the men of the Lord. And they're not even in this thing, man. So let's get back to that. Yo, y'all is fire on that damn chat, man. This is Dan again, chapter 8, verse 22. It says, now that being broken, whereas four stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of that nation, but not in his power. So, because I have a notebook, if you don't take notes, they don't even know it. Yeah, they don't even know it, bro. If you got to take notes. Now, I remember some of the names. I keep forgetting the one name by heart, right? So I'm gonna tell you the 4 names. You got Ptolemy, who damn near had Egypt. Seleucus, who had Asia the Great or Asian Minor, and then you had Antigonus, who had the Lesser Land, right? And then you had Antipater, who was king of Macedonia. But every time when those 4 successors grew and they died, their children took over after them. So when we further go in here, you're going to hear about a great one after them, right? It says, in 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. So not in Alexander's power. And in the later time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up, right? And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty in the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, and he shall be broken without hands, right? And this is talking about Antiochus Epiphany, right? And before I read what I'm going to read, just to show that it is Antiochus Epiphany, the brother was reading for the sister. Actually, I'll leave that because you're saying that to her. No, I'll read it. It says, your real brothers and sisters are those in the truth. I'm closer to my spiritual brothers than my blood brothers. That is a fact. He says, then came the wicked root, right? And the wicked root, let's read it. First Maccabees chapter 1, it's verse 6. It says, wherefore he called his servants, the four successors, which were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years, and then he died, then at the age of 32. And his servants bear rule, every one in his place, which I already brought out. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. And that's just like America, right? The founding fake fathers. Then it get brought down to these, to these, to these, to these, and look where we at now, right? It ain't nothing new under the sun. These rulers are just passing it down to people that they choose to rule for their reign. But it's really the upper elite that's controlling the image of a government that you see. The government can't do shit without the elites above, right? Verse 10, it says, and there came out of them a wicked root, which the brother just put. Then came out that wicked root, which is Antiochus' surname Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, or Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome because he was trying to take over Egypt, right? And Rome was the ruler in that time of Rome, the head of Rome. He said, don't cross this line, or, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be, something going to happen to you. So I guess he ended up trying to cross that line, and he was in hostage. And of course, when you're in hostage, they either torturing you, not letting you eat. So then what he did, because it says that he was going to be, he shall destroy many, and he shall also stand against the prince of princes, right? And he shall be broken without hands. So who is the princes of princes? And he reigned 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we had much sorrow. I want to show when he actually left and went to Israel. It says, then certain of the people were so forward herein. We had a lot of coons in Israel in every captivity, that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Which you go to Sirach, I believe, the 15th chapter, the last verse, the Lord never gave us license to sin. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathens. This is why we are called Gentiles in the New Testament. Some, and were sold to do mischief. Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, or if you say it Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, just like I explained in the early verse, right? That he might have dominion of 2 realms. Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots, elephants, horsemen, and with a great navy, and made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt. This is his own people. And that's why it says Egyptian against the Egyptian, right? Nation against nation, right? Or kingdom against kingdom, right? You got the same people that come from the same descendants or the same ruler. They're going against each other. But Ptolemy was afraid of him and fled, and many were wounded to death. Thus they got strong cities in the land of Egypt, and he took the spoils thereof. And after that, Antiochus had smitten Egypt, and he returned again 143rd year, and went up against Israel in Jerusalem with a great multitude. So he went against Israel. And I'm going to just read a few parts. You should read the whole chapter, but I'm going to show in verse. What was the verse I really wanted? Okay, verse 50. Verse 49, it says, to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinance. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said, should die. Right? And you could just keep going down. But I'll just read the point that I will read. Verse 60. And at which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised. And they hanged their infants about their necks, and raffled their houses, and slew them that had circumcised them. Howbeit many Israel were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing. Wherefore, the rather to die that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died, and there were very great wrath upon Israel. So when Antiochus Epiphanes started to rule, a lot of bullshit happened, right? A lot of things, and that goes off of what we just read in Daniel. And you have to know it's going to happen in America. It's going to get worse. In order to have Jacob trouble, the wicked rulers something has to be ushered in, right? And they're going to be the cause of this, just like that movie Resident Evil, just like the movie I Am Legend, right? Just like the movie The Book of Eli, just like the TV show 100, just like this show, just like this movie, just like that show. All those things relate to the government, the higher ups. They're going to cause this action. The brother put, he said, like election is just a show. They already know the bloodline of them king seed. They still keep track of that shit. Yeah, hell yeah, they do. Because they have all the resources. They have all history documents, right? So now we're gonna go to these few precepts and then just close out. This is Psalms chapter 26, verse 10. And I appreciate the brothers on the social media, Facebook, dropping precepts in there, and it just shows we're on one accord. This is Psalm 26:10. It says, "Whose hands is mischief, and their right hand is full of bribes." Right, and this what they do with the stimulus check. What they're gonna do, like DeVol said on Twitter. He said, "Man, I bet you." He said, "If they offer that 8,500 to take that microchip in your hand or your forehead, a lot of y'all gonna take it. Shoot, I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna wait for the first batch of people to die." So you even got celebrities even knowing about it. Yo, you got simple people knowing about the mark, but you got brothers that have been in this truth for 7-10 years, and they think the mark of the beast is spiritual. Then you ask them the image, they're gonna say the image, and worshiping the beast is spiritual. One has to be spiritual and one has to be physical, right? Because they're going to bribe us. In order to buy and sell, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need that, and I'm gonna bring that out. I'm gonna bring that out right now. Let's bring it out now. I was going to wait until we was done with all the other precepts, but we're going to bring it out now. Yo, he cold, bro. He colder than ice water. He colder than a winter storm. You know what I'm saying? He colder than Alaska. He colder than when you get on the top of Everest, man. He is a cold Bama Mama Jamma. This is Revelations, this 13th chapter, verse 16, 17. The main point is the mark. And we're going to look at that. It says, "He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their forehead." That do not sound spiritual at all, right? It says, let's start at 15. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak philosophy, and cause that as many as should not worship the beast," worship the image of the beast, "should be killed." Now this is spiritual, right? "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." So in order to buy and sell, you need the mark. Let's go to my handy dandy cell phone. And China is already doing it. Sweden is already doing it, right? And I'm going to show it to YouTube. Read that right there. I'm going to show you Facebook. Y'all can't really see because of this dang light. Actually, let me brighten it and I'm going to turn it off. Can y'all see that? Read that. I'm going to leave it on the screen for y'all real quick so y'all can read it. It might be backwards, but you see it, right? So I'll read it. I know it was probably backwards. It says, "You can now pay for stuff in China using the palm of your hand." Right? I'm going to show you. Actually, I didn't want to do this, but I guess I'm going to do it anyways. Let me show you a Karagma commercial. Shalom, Israel, your brother, Dark Bar. Got it.
smart either. I'm sorry. What am I supposed to use? Can you step to the side so you can figure this out? Can I speak to your manager? Oh, excuse me. Do you guys take checks? I have the money. You don't need it. Okay, what the hell is that? We was at implemented. I don't have that. Sorry. But we're cautious now. I had to implement the system just to stay in business. It's okay. Just go.
Some people is going to take it for their business just so that they can continue to have money, just so their business can continue to flourish, right? So we're going to get this word from Mark in the blue letter, right? That is plain, bro. Like, it's no way nobody about to go back and forth with me with that. Like, that's plain, bro. And if somebody, man, come on, man. You say, man, I want a plain sub, no lettuce, no tomato. Let me just get a plain sub with just turkey and just turkey. It's a plain sub. This is plain upon baby tables. Oh, I gotta wait for it to load. Yeah, you seen that, sis, right? Karagma, mark, graven, biblical usage, a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. The Antichrist is the nation of Idumea. So you're going to be followers. If you got this implant, it shows that you're under his global system. What we already brought out in the news articles. His global system, just like when you go to First Maccabees, they say mark branded upon horses. And you could see horses were branded too. Some animals in the zoo, they got a freaking RFID joint shot in them too, so that they can monitor where the hell they at. So if an animal runs, they'll know. You know what I'm saying? But when this chip is actually ushered in, it's gonna be like a one world thing, a one world government. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 in verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yet many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. Scriptures say ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Right? And if you do take this, let's see what happens if you do take this so-called charagma, right? How can you take it spiritually? When has Esau did something spiritual? He's wicked on the left-hand side, right? This is Revelations 14, verse 9 and 10. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out with mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take this physical mark, guess what? You're done. You're not getting into the kingdom. You're gonna get a freaking missile on your forehead, and you're gonna burn away just like America is. And then look, just through the Spirit. Bye. May the force be with you, right? And this goes for your wife, your husband, your children, all of them. Look, yo, man, a lot of sisters gonna get hit too, because you got to know the temptation having your children. If you ain't working on your faith right now, just like Lot's wife, your wife might flip. Shit, nigga, you might flip too, right? You have to really work on your faith, especially after what the hell just came out and what the heck is in the news, right? I'm not making nobody do nothing, right? The brother Mo Dezo said, wow, they are programming the people by showing the commercial so that when it's introduced, the whole population, they will be acceptable to take it. because they are already conditioned for it. Yes. And they did this with water bottles. Before water bottles, you was drinking drinking out the faucet. Then they start promoting this on. Oh, we can get water bottles on the go. Then we start getting it, and they started messing up your sink water, man. We are under a wicked system, right? Psalms 21:11, it says, "For they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device." Let's read again. "For they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous invention, which they are not able to perform." What that goes into, it's not going to be able to perform on all Israel, right? The elect is not going to take that. This thing through the Spirit is for all Israel to take. All the elites know what's going on in the scriptures because they're doing it. It's right there. It's right there in the scriptures. So they're doing what the scriptures say, and when they bring this out, they're really it's for the whole world to do it. But if they can get all Israel to take it, none of us will get the kingdom. But it just says, which they are not able to perform. They're gonna only perform it on you simple-minded niggas. Right? Simple-minded niggas. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is some simple-minded niggas that's not gonna even take it, but they still not gonna get in the kingdom, right? I know brothers that smoking hella weed and they know about this. I mean, I'm not taking that damn microchip, but they gonna fold too. They might not take it, but if you still doing wickedness and you don't grow in that faith, you don't call on the name of the Lord, you could still die either way and not make it, right? But technically, it's gonna be a lot of Israel that take that Quran, a lot. Your great-great-grandmother, your auntie, your dad might have a leather shoe business, right? He might have a bubblegum store. If he want that store to stay open just like that dude, we just want to, because our business, he wanted to make money. He didn't want his store to close. The sister said, it says something about you getting sores, right? Or is the sore something else? It says something about getting sores. You mean having a marking, like tattoos? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to really just say, because you can go to the doctor and get a shot. And I don't want to say, no, don't do that, because some people can have diabetes, blood pressure, and they actually get shot or something. Then that would take away that whole purpose. I see the brother put Revelation 16:1. I'm going to read this and then I'll bring it out. This is Proverbs 14:17. It says, he that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated, right? And this is why we hate the nation of Idumea, bro. They made slavery beyond of what it is. They made some sexual devices. They created the Transformers, the damn Optimus Primes. You know what I'm saying? They created a lot of Oompa Doompas. You talking about Revelation 16:2, where it says, I'll read verse 1, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the veils of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. The first went and poured out his veil upon the earth, and there fell noisome and grievous sores upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshiped his image. And what is that noisome? Those thermal nukes, right? Those nukes. Let alone people, when those bombs come, your skin gonna get dissolved. Some people eyes is gonna melt right in their scalp. Their tongue is gonna melt. Those are gonna be those grievous sores, right? That's gonna be that wrath. When you look at 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, see, my brother, man, see, the sister, you asked a good question. The brother brought out a good point. It's like, y'all must be on fire for real. Like y'all on fire today. Today, y'all on fire today, right? And I'm gonna bring that out just because of what the brother said, right? We're gonna bring that out right now. I put that on Mammy. That was Revelations chapter 16, verse 1-2. And I'm gonna read another one. It is Revelations chapter 16, verse 1 and 2 that I just read. What I'm about to read right now is Second Ezra chapter 16, and I'm going to start at 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp," right? Which is those thermal missiles, right? We not using for war. We niggas is not using arrows. They're using missiles. Shalom, Sister Rose. See, I'm always seeing you. Y'all push from sharp like a thumb. It says, "It shall not miss." And when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, these are those thermal missiles, or the thermal nuclear missiles. And I'm gonna bring out another precept, Lord willing, y'all got it. It's just wait, I got you. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?" Right? So these missiles are not going to return back, right? These missiles will not turn back. So I'm gonna get another one, right, just to show about the thermal missiles, right? It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. And I'm gonna start at verse 20. Now, there's many precepts I can go to for these verses, but I'm gonna just read it through. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 20 to 23, and it reads, "His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword as a weapon," right? His wrath is going to be a weapon. "And the world shall fight with him against the unwise." Who is that world? The elect. The elect that make it on this side, that's going into government. So the government of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they're going to fight with Yahushai against the unwise, right? Against these wicked nations, right? It says, "Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts," which is those nukes, because when a nuke drop, it makes a big, like it sounds like a thunderbolt, like it's loud as hell, right? A thunderbolt go abroad, and from the clouds, all missiles, they go above the clouds and then they descend. "As from a well-drawn bow shall they fly to the mark." They have a target. Up, we're gonna hit America. Boop, and they're gonna hit it, and it's gonna be bye-bye. "And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the flood shall cruelly drown them." Right? And it's just the same way how when Moses, when they split the water and then the Egyptians was coming, and then he, of course, the Lord, he descended the water on the Egyptians. These missiles are going to come like water flooding them. When I go to Revelations, one bomb, this place is going to be destroyed in 60 minutes. Korea got a few missiles, but they got this one missile that can get here in 33 minutes. You got China that got a missile that can get here in 30 minutes. And I think it's another missile that can get to America in 25 minutes, right? Verse 23, it says, "Yeah, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste in the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty," right? So their throne is going to be destroyed, right? So let's go to Revelations, the 18th chapter, because we just read that this place is going to dissolve the throne of the mighty. So let's see if their throne is going to be destroyed, right? Revelations, the 18th chapter. Satan too is in strike mode now. What, man? He's on it right now, right? This is Revelations, the 18th chapter. I'm gonna start at 18. It says, "And cried when they saw I'll start at 17. It says, "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and many as trade by sea stood afar off. So it's going to be people on the outskirts of America looking at America downfall, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? They cast dust on her head and cried, weeping and wailing. They cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city we're in were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. So America is going to be finito. My boy, we do what we think. I don't know what the hell I just said, but it's going to be obliterated. Verse 20, it says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. That's to show you the apostles and the prophets are here right now. They're on the earth right now teaching, thus saith the Lord, man. I don't call me a prophet. I'm still a student, but of course my attribute might look like it, but it's other men that have those attributes of the apostles and the prophets. And we're going to get saved off here. Lord willing, we have that number. Lord willing. So always keep your foot on the damn gas, man. Right? Keep your foot on their neck. Right? I'm gonna close it out with these verses right here, unless the Spirit bring another precept. But I don't know. Right? So Psalms 37, and we're gonna read verse 7 to 9. It says, rest in Yahweh Shem Shai and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his ways, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So we got to patiently wait for Yahweh Shem Shai for the coming of him. This is Psalms 37, verse 7 to 9. Psalms 37, verse 7 to 9. I'm going to read it again. Rest in Yahweh Shem Shai and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger, forsake wrath, abandon wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh Shem Shai shall inherit the earth. Right? If you didn't get it, it was Psalms 37, verse 7 to 9. Right? So the righteous, right? The evildoers are going to be cut off from this land, and they're going to be cut off from this world. But those that wait upon Yahweh Shem Shai shall inherit the earth. And the meek is going to inherit the earth, because the kingdom is for Israel to rule. Right? It's like a blink of an eye, and America is going just that fast. Yes. You got to think, you know the TV show 60 Minutes? America will be destroyed in 60 minutes. Finito. So get your affairs in order right now. I'm not saying it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be next week, 2 weeks. All these other prophecies have to unravel. Famine of the word. You know, we need the charagma to come, because the charagma is going to usher in all the other things. Right? When that charagma come in, oh my goodness, race war. Right? Within the charagma, Jacob's trouble. Jacob trouble can't happen before the mark of the beast, because if Jacob trouble happened, how you gonna get people to take a charagma when the world is all in shambles? No, they're gonna do it. They're gonna break it down, like when they do the government shutdown. They're gonna shut down everything. Then they're gonna come with a new system, and they're gonna try to get everybody to consent to their ways. And a lot of coon ass niggas is gonna do it. Then you're gonna have some brothers that might not, brothers and sisters that don't, but they still not serving the Lord. Anybody that take it and anybody that's not serving the Lord, you're gonna die when America dies. I put that on grandmama's cornbread without an egg. You know, you make cornbread, you gotta have an egg. I put that on grandmama's cornbread without an egg. Because it said, I got that. I was talking about the Revelations 18 and what? Oh, that was Revelations 18. Revelations 18, verse 17 to 20. Revelations 17 to verse 20. right? So Lord willing, that was edifying, man. If I could do it, you could do it. If you could do it, I damn sure could do it. Wait, what's famine of the word? See, I knew somebody. I knew another. I knew it. I got you, sis. If you never heard of that, look, this is why, man. I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna just bring out the precept, man. What did he bring out? Oh yeah, he brought out Revelations chapter 18, verse 1 and 3. I'm gonna actually read that too. Yeah, you read the whole chapter, right? So Amos chapter 8, verse 11. If you can see it on the screen, sis. Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shai power, that I will send a famine in the land, and not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shai." In the video I showed it, the dude said, once the Lord seal his elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3, whoever they may be, that's in America, we're not going to teach no more, because it's going to be a famine of the word. And it says, "They shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, seek the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it." So when the famine of the word comes so quick, our people are not going to be able to find it. Your mom, your uncle, your daddy, they was playing all them damn games. The Lord is going to make sure that they don't. The Lord is going to make sure that they don't see it, right? So I'm going to play that video again. Lord willing,
set in the heavens before or the earth. It's a cutoff point that the Lord set in the heavens before the foundation of the earth, when it was created. There is a cutoff point where he's going to stop talking through us, and he's going to get busy. Them to come through the worst time in history, Jacob's trouble, some things got to happen for them to move that way. They know what time it is, man. They moving and we moving. They ain't stopping, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna see who's gonna win at the end. It ain't gonna be them.
Four angels around the corners of the earth, man. And what it say? To the seals and the power beasts and seals in their foreheads. So the wind don't touch the earth. So once those seals are sealed, then the Lord gonna let that wind touch the earth.
And that's when we done talking. That's when we done talking. So don't be like, we can't go in the highways and byways no more. No, you should clap. That is a sign. That's called prophecy. Don't skip the prophecy now. We ain't supposed to be talking, but you want to talk forever? I don't. Come on now. I rule. Absolutely. I want the crown.
People are going to be going to and fro looking for answers, man, looking for the breakdown, the prophecies, the dark sayings, the parables. Like, hey, what does this mean? Guess what? You ain't going to find it. And if you was playing around and you wasn't watching these videos or watching the men on the corner, instead of coming with contentions, you're going to be asked out. And like I keep telling everybody, if you watch me, I'm going to tell you, I do not pray for every Black, Latino, and Native. I pray for the elect, whoever you may be. The 1/3, that great 144,000, right? The great multitude that comes together, right? Which is the whole embodiment of Israel. We are this great multitude, right? I'm praying for those. I'm not praying for the 2/3. The 2/3 that's going to die, Zechariah, the 13th chapter, verse 8 and 9. I'm not praying for them. I'm praying for the elect. You might not be in the truth now. You might be in it a year later, a month, but we really don't have enough time. So get your affairs in order. Double up your faith, or your ass is grass. I can't make you. I can't force you. I'm just telling you. And if you don't accept it, I'm not about to cry a freaking river. As I got to get my house in order, bro. Get my temple, get me and my brothers in order that I labor with, that my household, all those things have to be in order so that we can achieve that glory, right? You got to go through trials and tribulations just to get that glory. You think just smoking a blunt, having a hot girl summer, showing your ass to the whole community, you say you got a whole man, you think you going to get in the kingdom? I don't want that gefilte fish in the kingdom. I'm going to be honest. I don't want no gefilte fish. Now, if that lady that, she over here OnlyFans and she prayed to the Lord, she asked forgiveness and she become a true believer, guess what? All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because that's how it's going to be. Some people are going to repent and they're going to come back to the Lord and they're going to get beamed up. But if you don't want to get beamed up, keep doing what you're doing. May the force be with you, mother suckers, right? So other than that, it's your brother, Dr. Bar, man. I love y'all to the moon and never back. Oh, a brother said something else. He said, right now we are preaching the word. Everyone ignore us and they choose not to hear. But real, it's the most mighty, it's the most might doing. But soon they will be saying, where's those brothers at? And we will be gone. Yo, you know how crazy that would be? That these brothers have been out here day in, day out, year after year, month after month, week after week, and you never took it serious. Shalom, shalom. Y'all was shot like a thumb. You never took it serious. You never took it serious. Let alone even if your wife, she's not trying to play her role to the best of her ability. She never took it serious. What if every woman got to think of Lot wife? You with your husband, you doing what a wife's supposed to do, but you didn't really believe in this thing, and then you unfold during Jacob's trouble or before Jacob's trouble. You not getting beamed up. You are asked out. Don't wait the last moment to hold on. Even though some people at the last moment might increase their faith. But right now we have a chance. This right here is the grace period. This right here is the faith period right now. If you're not trying to hear the word of the Lord and you worried about going to a damn beach, trying to get on a roller coaster and you didn't even hear the word, I'm sorry, man. I can't wait until all power shut out. I can't wait for no more Wi-Fi. I cannot wait when niggas can't use cell phones no more. I can't. That mean I ain't gonna be able to teach on a video no more. I cannot wait. I can't wait until you can't even go to the mall no more. I cannot wait when you can't even use money no more. Because then y'all gonna look at us and think, yeah, we was crazy. Now y'all niggas is crazy. When you wasn't listening to the men of the Lord, or you just kept walking past, not listening, man, death to America, death to Esau, and it's gonna be death to the 2/3 of the Black, Latinos, and natives. Because the Most High say, the Lord willing, this was edifying to whoever it may be. And if not, hey, may the force be with you. If I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rakakodash, Yahweh being the Most High God. And Yahushai is to the world, and he calls Jesus to Christ. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, who rule the wealth of the spirit, bringing forth 100% of Most High doctrine to the best of their ability. Teach his word and believe in this word, and the men underneath them that ruling well and following under them. And for the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth and four corners of America, teaching his word and believing in his word in congregations and out congregations. Lord willing, on his time, we will see everything the same way, right? And Lord willing, the Most High continue to have it on the sisters and the wives to continue to believe in his word and to play their role and to be loving and silent and to pursue to be virtuous women. Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. Treat yourself to the ministry. Do not trick yourself away from the ministry, right? To the doctrine, the philosophies of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, because this is not trick or treat, right? Get it right, get it tight, get your spirit right, and get your temple tight. Till next time, Yahweh speed, Kwam Yasharella, Kwam Yasharella.